Okay guys, on this next video, we're going to dive right in and I'm going to teach you why dog crap is literally better than your 401k. Now when I say dog crap, I really just mean almost any small business. It is absolutely vital that you own some sort of business if you want to become financially free. So we're going to look at a couple of other examples in this upcoming video, but it'll all make sense to you. So hang in there, watch this video, you're going to learn a lot.
Okay, so we think that there's three types of people out there in this world. There's the creative type. Mark Zuckerberg, he created this idea, but he lacked I'm not saying he did, but there's creative types out there that come up with a million app ideas. I'm not this person. I think my sister is, but I don't think I am. It's hard for me. That takes a lot to come up with a new idea, a fresh idea, something that could really make a lot of money. So there's those type of people, but a lot of times they lack the money and resources to ever bring their idea to fruition, and that sucks. There's also people with money and resources, but they lack creativity. They may never have an idea for an app or a business, and that also sucks for them because they would love to own a business, but they could sit there their entire life and just say, I have no idea what to start. Now, this third group of people we like to call cubicles. These are people that we think have been brainwashed by the system and society, and they're okay with working their 9 to 5 for the rest of their life, contributing to their 401k, and kind of living skinny in retirement. Those people probably aren't on this webinar because it's more people like you that are taking a risk, taking time out of your day and really trying to better your future because that's important to you. And those are the people that we want in the tribe. These like-minded people with common goals. We don't want cubicles in our tribe. So we just want to take a minute here and be fully transparent with you. I told you guys that we would be. As you can tell, a lot of what we've learned and what we've been through in our life has been because of the way we were raised by our parents who were entrepreneurs. We do want to let you guys know that our dad has been indicted for securities fraud, and he is currently awaiting trial as we speak. We truly, truly believe our dad is innocent. And like I said earlier, we sent you a link to download our book, Power of the Tribe, when you registered for this webinar. His story, if you will, is at the very beginning of our book, so feel free to read that, and you can come to your own conclusion. But like I said, we just want to be fully transparent with you guys. It's important that you guys know how involved my dad is in all of this stuff because one thing you cannot deny is that our dad played with the big boys. He must understand how things work. You don't get in a situation like that because you're working a 9 to 5 following him and just going about your day. I will reiterate, we think he's innocent. He just was making a lot of money and there's a lot of stuff involved, so that's it. Sometimes things just happen. He will be the first to admit that he's made mistakes that led him to where he's at today, and he will never let us repeat those mistakes. So that is one benefit that is coming from this situation. He's able to teach us what he's learned because he was learning as he went. We have the luxury of learning before we make the mistakes, and that is so powerful. I'm telling you this because as a part of our tribe, you guys, you're getting that benefit as well. You don't have to go out and make the mistakes. We're going to help everyone with all of that. My dad is a really generous guy, and he wants to help all of us be successful just like he was. All right, let's get back to the nitty-gritty. Every single wealthy, rich, financially free, successful, powerful person that you've ever met, seen on TV, read about, has one thing in common. And I'd be willing to bet that you guys are missing it. And once again, I'm not saying anything bad, but that's how it is. So until today, I would venture to guess that you guys are missing resources or connections. I'm not just talking money and capital to fund your ideas. I'm talking connections. People that can market your business, people that can sell your business, people that can build your business. There's so much into the power of the tribe. That's what this is all about. People coming together and sharing these resources and connections. So most people lack one or more of the following: capital, creative ideas, skilled at various trades, maybe a mentor. Like we've been so lucky to have our dad. A lot of people don't have that. The daily motivation, encouragement. There's so many things that go into being successful, and it's so rare that one person has all of these things. Have you guys ever seen the show Shark Tank? I'm going to guess a lot of you have. So what's the difference between the guy on the right and the people on the left? Well, the guy on the right has an idea. He's coming to them with maybe a business plan or maybe a product for something he invented. The people on the left, however, they have capital. They have connections. They have the resources, right? So they need each other to make this successful. So we like to say the Millennial Tribe is a mini Shark Tank. However, the difference is you can be on either side of the fence. You don't have to stick to one side. So maybe you fund an awesome idea and then 6 months later you say, hey, I have a great idea for a new program or a new platform that I want to build. So I'm going to bring this to the tribe now and see who wants to invest in me in this idea. You can choose at any time to be on any side of the fence, and that in itself is so powerful, and that doesn't exist yet. That is nowhere else but the Millennial Tribe. Make no mistake, if a group of like-minded individuals with a common goal come together, what can they share? So stop thinking money, money, money. They share everyone's collective resources and connections. So you may have a sphere of influence that could help you with your business, but look at this picture. Now you have hundreds of people's spheres of influences to help build your business. This is the power of the tribe. There's so much more, so let's keep going. What is the one essential ingredient to obtain financial freedom? What do you guys think it is? Can you type that in the chat box? Because I'm sure there's going to be quite a few different answers here. Money, okay, yeah, that's good. But before that, how do you obtain financial freedom? Let's hear some answers, guys. Okay, I'm seeing some good stuff. Determination, passion, I like all of that. All right, well, the way we're speaking about it, the one essential ingredient to obtain financial freedom is owning your own business. You must own your own business at some point in your life to increase your income overnight. We talk in our book, The Great American Retirement Hoax, a lot about this. We dedicate an entire chapter called The Truth About Taxes. Here's the deal, you guys. What we want you to get out of this is that every dollar you're sending to Uncle Sam is $1 that's not in your pocket as income, right? Owning your own business is the most amazing way to take tax deductions on something that you're already paying for. We're not saying go out and spend money to take a tax deduction because we think that's silly. You'll learn more about that in our book, but like I said, owning your own business is the best way to take tax deductions and increase your income overnight. So let me give you a real life example, our moving company. So like I said, Kaylee and I are in real estate, and that's what makes us our money right now. We noticed the need for a moving company, and so we thought let's venture into this world and see what we can do with this. We wanted to start a business on a shoestring budget, mainly so that we could show our tribesmen that it's doable and it's really not hard at all. So what we did was we set out with our resource being real estate. We had a list of homes that had just recently gone under contract. We spent about $500. Like I said earlier, you cannot get into business without spending $1. That's just not realistic, but $500 is not a ton of money. $500 on flyers for our moving company, and we went out door to door on our feet and handed out these flyers to these homes that had gone under contract. So between the gas that it took us to get around, our time, because our time is valuable, we weren't working on real estate, which makes us money, and these flyers that we had, we probably spent about $800 to start this moving company. The moving business is out there, it's booming. What happened was in our first month of handing out these flyers, we grossed $7,000 in moves. That's insane, right? We started with an $800 investment in ourselves and in our idea, and we ended up grossing $7,000 in moves. Okay, now let me explain something else to you guys. We kept doing this for about a month or two, and then the formula was working over and over, so we knew it was a working formula. And we said, hey, we're kind of losing a lot of time that we should be spending on our real estate business. So we went out and we found someone that we thought could coordinate the moves, hand out our flyers, basically doing the day-to-day operations that we were spending our precious time on, hired them to do it, and we gave them 50% of our gross revenue every month. So now, with this model, Kaylee and I are still making money in real estate, spending our time doing that, but because we found someone to run day-to-day operations who needed the money, now they're getting 50% of our gross revenue every month. Kaylee and I are still making a good $3,500 a month extra in gross revenue doing nothing because we came up with the business model, and guess what we did? We marketed the moving company. This is very important that you understand the story I just told you. You don't have to have an idea. You don't have to be the next Facebook inventor to own a business. So when we told you that the most important thing that you can do is own a business, I bet a lot of you said, oh, well, I don't know what business I would own. I don't know what I would start. Don't think like that. You can be a 50-50 partner in a plastic surgery office without being a licensed plastic surgeon. Exactly the way I just told you. You come up with a business model, a way to market and get the plastic surgeon clients, and then you split revenue with them 50-50. That's how you do that, and that's something really powerful. This is what the tribe is all about. So let's have a little come to agreement meeting before we continue. Like I just said, you may be sitting there thinking, I don't have money, I don't have ideas. I just need you to leave all of that at the front door and just shut it. That's not going to work for us anymore. We're telling you right now that the power of the tribe is exactly that. Someone else may have an idea. Someone else may have the money. Someone else may give you a business model that you can replicate. That's the power of the tribe here, you guys. All right, so now we want to talk about 401ks and why giving away free websites is much better than that. Like I said earlier, some of you may have seen this presentation, but it's a great recap and you should pay attention. This chart here is real numbers. This is an Excel spreadsheet that my dad put together a while back. These are the actual returns month in and month out in the S&P 500 in the stock market. This starts at the beginning of June of 2002 and ends at the end of April of 2016. So you may not be able to see every month because I had to cut this chart up to fit on the screen, but you can see the returns here, okay? The negative months, positive months. Up in the right, you can see that you have a 1% expense fee for your 401k. Someone has to manage that. You're putting in a monthly contribution of $500 a month, okay? You are getting a $250 employee match, which is generous. That doesn't happen very often. Here's what happened. We're going to look at June here. This is your returns in June from 2002 to 2015, 13 years. You ended up with $186,443.54. Of that number, you contributed $83,000, okay? So let's look at that closely. You contributed $83,000, but remember, your employer matched that at half, so they contributed $41,500. Of your total nest egg, this is what you have now for retirement, $186,450. So let's just round that up to a 10% return. If you were able to get a 10% steady return, you would be receiving on average $1,500 a month that you could take out from your 401k. Let me go back here really quick. Right here in this column, it shows your annual return of investment. Right here in this last year, you can see your annual return of investment is 4.49%. Okay? So we're rounding that up to 10 here to give you an example. It was half that. So let's assume inflation's at 3%. That's going to feel more like $1,068 in today's dollars. That's what you have to live off in retirement. That's your nest egg. Don't forget, we have no idea what tax rates are going to be like in 13 years or when the next crash will come in the S&P 500, and maybe it could wipe out half of your account anyways. So now looking at those numbers, 4.9% annual return of investment. Do you guys really think this is a winning formula? Go ahead and enter in the chat box if after seeing these numbers you think that's a winning formula. You know what's so crazy? I'm seeing a lot of you saying no, and I love that. Maybe we changed your opinion tonight. But there are 55 million people in America that are contributing to 401k. So somewhere, sometime, everyone started believing this was a winning formula. And it's just so hard for us because we look at these real numbers, and this is real life, you guys. This is reality. So let's look at what you could do if you were giving away free websites. And this is just one idea, guys. Follow along. That $500 that you're spending a month on your 401k or contributing to, let's redirect that somewhere else, okay? We're going to start a business where we build websites for business owners. So what we're going to do is spend $500 a month, that same $500, and we're going to advertise our business. We're going to advertise to business owners that will build their website and maintain it for them for $49 a month. We don't need to pay anyone. We don't need employees because we can build these websites in as little as 5 minutes from home and rarely touch it again. We are going to show you how to do this as a tribesman. The second you join our tribe, you have access to a back office with hundreds of hours of modules of training on all of this stuff, how to build websites, how to Facebook advertise. And you guys are out there spending thousands of dollars on courses for each one of those things. You get all of that in your back office the second that you're a tribesman. Okay, so let's move on. You know how to build a website in 5 minutes now because of what we taught you. So you're out there getting a client a month for $49 a month. So that means at the end of the same 13 years, you now have 156 clients that are paying you $49 a month to maintain their websites. However, in this case, inflation doesn't affect you because as inflation goes up, you're increasing the amount you charge your clients as well, right? Okay, so with that number, we have $7,644 a month. And that feels the same in today's dollars because inflation doesn't affect you. That is almost 7 times as much as your 401k plan is paying you. Yes, sure, you will lose some customers here and there, but I'm sure you'll replace them with referrals, and so forth. Now, here's the kicker. Do you really think that if you were spending $500 a month to advertise your business, the way that we teach you, we're going to teach you how to advertise your business too, so don't even think that's an excuse. You're building websites for people. You think you'd only pick up one new customer a month? I highly doubt it. So we're showing you the bare minimum of how redirecting that $500 to something so simple could blow your 401k plan out of the water. We showed you that great example with the moving company. I mean, we started with $800. That's now making us money every single month, and we're hardly doing anything. This is what the tribe is all about, you guys. This was a true example of how you can easily increase your income starting tomorrow while working very little more than you do now. Like I said, guys, when you become a tribesman tonight, you could literally start learning how to build websites tonight in your back office if you wanted to. We also want to teach you how to market your business, how to advertise. We're here to hold your hand through the whole process. We're not like these internet marketing gurus that throw you a course, say, hey, give me $5,000, read my course, and good luck to you. We want to stick around. We are a tribe. We're all better if we all benefit. So we want to hold your hand and walk you through everything. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys. Seems like a fire hose of information, but I hope that you see all I'm trying to do is open your eyes to the reality and possibilities out there. You've heard all these other things your whole life, so I want to just show you a few other things that are out there, and even though you're probably overwhelmed, I hope at least one or two of these things are resonating with you. So here's a list of some of the things that we think is needed to operate a profitable business. Now, sure, I'm sure there's quite a few more, but here's some of the things that we thought were pretty important. Communication, accounting, creativity, things like this, marketing skills. Now, go ahead and type in the chat box which one of these bullets you think most relates to you. What is your best asset as a business person? Okay. I'm seeing persistence a lot. Marketing skills. Okay, that's a great skill to have. Awesome. Okay, now I want you to type in here if you think that you have every single one of these skills on here and you're flawless. You think you can hit every single one of these bullets spot on. A little bit quieter. All right, well, if we're really being honest here, guys, I don't think that there is really a human in the world that has every single skill on this list. Not to mention, there's a lot more probably than what we've come up with here. This is, once again, the power of the tribe. This is what is so amazing about this. You can come into the tribe and be creative and have marketing skills, but maybe you don't know how to communicate well. So someone else can go out and do that part for you and sell your business. This is what I'm saying. It's okay to have one or two of these things because other people will have a skill set that you lack. You are the entire board of directors of your life, you guys. Take control, take action. It's okay if you don't have all or any of these skill sets. As long as you're taking action, then that's what matters. Other people will have strengths where you're weak, and it's so important that you surround yourself by those people. When we were all in elementary school, I think we all heard our teachers preaching to us, oh, you're weak at this. You need to keep trying. You need to keep studying this subject because you're weak here. Our dad taught us long ago that that's bullcrap. Screw that. Wherever you're strong, just get better and better at that and be the best you can be. Be the master at that skill. And then hire someone who's strong where you're weak. That's the power of the tribe. So how can you have everything you need to be successful and financially free overnight? You come together as a group of like-minded individuals. You join the tribe. As we've repeated over and over, every individual brings a unique set of skills, strengths, talent, capital, what have you. So come together and share those resources. Don't stick to yourself and think that you can do it all, because you can't.
Now, after seeing those real life numbers, guys, why would anybody continue to contribute to a 401k? It's beyond me, especially when we're sitting here handing you other opportunities that are very viable. So continue and watch the next video. We're really excited about this one. We're going to debunk why house flipping is so great. All right, guys, keep watching.